There is a hidden world of business that operates by different rules. A world where the ordinary laws of commerce don't apply. A secret playground for the ultra-wealthy where they play a completely different game. What if I told you that everything you've been taught about business is wrong? That the real secrets to building wealth are deliberately kept hidden from you? For years, I've studied billionaires, analyzed their patterns, decoded their strategies. And what I discovered will shock you. There are 7 powerful secrets they don't want you to know. Secrets that create massive wealth while keeping everyone else stuck. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. This isn't theory. This is what actually works in the real world. This is how the 1% stays at the top. And this is how you can use these same secrets to transform your financial future. The first secret is perhaps the most devastating to everything we've been taught. Billionaires don't build businesses. They build systems. While everyone else is focused on working harder, the wealthy are focused on building machines that work for them. Think about it. Jeff Bezos didn't become the world's richest man by packing boxes at Amazon. He built a system where thousands of people and machines work in perfect harmony while he focuses on the big picture. This is the billionaire's dirty little secret. They don't want you to know that your hard work alone will never make you rich. What makes them rich is their ability to create systems that multiply their efforts. A system is like a money printing machine. Once it's built, it works 24/7, whether you're sleeping, vacationing, or working on your next big idea. The average person trades time for money. The billionaire builds a system that makes money while time passes. This is the fundamental shift in mindset that separates the wealthy from everyone else. But how do you build these systems? It starts with understanding the 3 components of every wealthy system. First, automation. Every repetitive task must be automated or delegated. Second, scalability. The system must be able to grow without proportional increases in effort or cost. Third, ownership. You must own the system, not just work within it. Most people are cogs in someone else's machine. Billionaires own the machine. They understand that ownership is everything. This is why they protect their intellectual property so fiercely. This is why they build brands instead of just businesses. A business can fail. A system can evolve. Look at Elon Musk. He doesn't just build cars. He builds transportation systems. He doesn't just make solar panels. He builds energy systems. This systematic thinking is their ultimate advantage. While you're focused on your to-do list, they're focused on system design. While you're putting out fires, they're building fireproof structures. This is the first secret they hope you never discover. The second secret is even more counterintuitive. Billionaires don't avoid risk. They manufacture it in their favor. The common myth is that wealthy people are risk-averse. Nothing could be further from the truth. They take enormous risks, but they do it in a way that stacks the odds heavily in their favor. Here's how it works. They use what I call asymmetric risk. This means they risk very little to gain enormous amounts. Think about venture capitalists. They invest in 100 startups knowing that 99 might fail, but that one success will pay for all the losses and generate massive returns. They're not gambling. They're calculating. They're creating a portfolio of carefully calculated risks where the upside is virtually unlimited and the downside is strictly controlled. Meanwhile, the average person takes symmetric risks. They risk everything on one job, one business, one investment. If it fails, they lose everything. The wealthy never put themselves in that position. They always have multiple streams of income, multiple backup plans, multiple exit strategies. But here's where it gets really interesting. Billionaires actually create risk for others while minimizing it for themselves. They use other people's money, other people's time, other people's resources. When Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook, he used his friends' coding skills, his university's infrastructure, and investors' money. His personal risk was minimal compared to the astronomical upside. This is the secret pattern you'll see repeated across every major fortune. The wealthy understand that risk isn't something to be avoided. It's something to be engineered. They create situations where they win whether the market goes up or down. Whether their companies succeed or fail. Whether the economy booms or crashes. They're always positioned to benefit. This is why during economic downturns, the rich often get richer. They've engineered their affairs to profit from volatility while everyone else suffers from it. They're not smarter than you. They're just better at risk engineering. Now we come to the third secret, and this one will change how you think about money forever. Billionaires don't work for money. They make money work for them through what's called other people's money or OPM. This is the ultimate wealth secret that's deliberately kept hidden from the masses. The wealthy rarely use their own capital for big ventures. They use banks' money, investors' money, customers' money, even government money. Look at real estate moguls. They use bank loans to buy properties, tenants' rent payments to pay off those loans, and tax benefits to keep more of the profit. Their actual cash investment is minimal compared to the assets they control. This is financial leverage in its purest form. But OPM goes far beyond just money. It includes other people's time, other people's expertise, other people's resources. Every billionaire has mastered the art of leveraging OPM to build their empire while risking very little of their own. The magic of OPM lies in the scale it enables. With your own money, you can only build what you can afford. With other people's money, you can build empires. This is why the wealth gap keeps growing. The wealthy have access to virtually unlimited capital while the average person is limited to their savings. But here's what they don't tell you. Access to OPM isn't about who you know. It's about what you can prove. Investors don't give money to people they like. They give money to propositions that work. Banks don't lend to nice people. They lend to reliable cash flows. The key to unlocking OPM is having a proven system, a track record, or collateral. This is why the first secret about building systems is so crucial. Once you have a system that works, OPM becomes readily available. This is the virtuous cycle the wealthy have mastered. Build a small system with your own resources, use its success to attract OPM, then scale exponentially. They understand that money is everywhere. The challenge isn't finding money. It's creating the conditions where money wants to find you. The fourth secret is where things get really controversial. Billionaires don't pay taxes like you do. They've mastered the art of legal tax avoidance through sophisticated strategies that are unavailable to the average person. Now, I'm not talking about illegal tax evasion. I'm talking about completely legal methods that save them millions, even billions, every year. The first method is using corporate structures. While employees pay income tax on every dollar they earn, billionaires use corporations where expenses are deductible and certain types of income are taxed at lower rates. They understand that in the eyes of the tax system, corporations are people too, but people who get much better tax treatment. The second method is capital gains. Most billionaires take very small salaries. Instead, they earn through stock appreciation and dividends, which are taxed at much lower rates than ordinary income. The third method is offshore strategies. Now, before you get the wrong idea, I'm not talking about illegal tax havens. I'm talking about completely legal international corporate structures that take advantage of different tax treaties between countries. But here's what's really fascinating. The wealthy don't see taxes as something to be paid. They see them as something to be managed. They have teams of tax experts whose full-time job is to legally minimize their tax burden. Meanwhile, the average person has taxes automatically deducted from their paycheck before they even see the money. This is by design. The system is set up to make tax compliance easy for employees and tax optimization possible for business owners. The wealthy also use sophisticated strategies like charitable remainder trusts, opportunity zones, and captive insurance companies, all perfectly legal methods that dramatically reduce their tax burden. Now, I'm not suggesting you try these complex strategies without expert advice. But understanding this principle is crucial. The game is structured differently for business owners versus employees. And billionaires have chosen to play the business owner game, even when they could be employees. This single decision saves them more money than most people will earn in their lifetime. The fifth secret might be the hardest for people to accept. Billionaires don't believe in competition. They believe in creating monopolies. Now, when I say monopolies, I don't necessarily mean illegal monopolies like in the board game. I mean creating businesses that have such strong competitive advantages that they effectively face no real competition. Look at companies like Google in search, Amazon in e-commerce, or Facebook in social media. They've created what economists call natural monopolies through network effects, scale, and data advantages. Once these monopolies are established, they become virtually unstoppable. Their profit margins soar because they don't have to compete on price. Their market position becomes so dominant that new entrants can't realistically challenge them. This is the holy grail of business that billionaires understand instinctively. Competition is for losers, as Peter Thiel famously said. If you're competing, you're already losing. The goal isn't to be better than your competition. The goal is to make your competition irrelevant. So how do you create these monopoly-like advantages? There are several patterns billionaires follow. The first is proprietary technology that's significantly better than alternatives. The second is network effects, where each new user makes the service more valuable for all users. The third is economies of scale that allow you to offer lower prices that competitors can't match. The fourth is brand dominance that creates customer loyalty no competitor can break. The wealthy understand that in business, you're either a monopoly or your commodity. There's no middle ground. Either you have pricing power or you're competing on price. Either customers seek you out or you're begging for their business. This is why billionaires are obsessed with differentiation. They're not trying to be slightly better. They're trying to be completely different. They're creating new categories where they can be the first and only player. This monopoly mindset is what allows them to achieve profit margins that seem impossible to everyone else. While most businesses are fighting over crumbs, billionaires are baking whole new pies that only they can serve. The sixth secret is about time, and it will completely change how you structure your day. Billionaires don't manage their time. They manage their attention and energy. While productivity gurus are teaching you how to cram more tasks into your day, billionaires are focused on a completely different metric. They measure their effectiveness not by how busy they are, but by how impactful their activities are. They practice what's called selective ignorance. They deliberately ignore 99% of information and opportunities so they can focus completely on the 1% that truly matters. Warren Buffett is famous for this. He once said that the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. This isn't just about time management. It's about attention management. In today's world, attention is the scarcest resource. Every notification, every email, every meeting is fighting for your attention. Billionaires protect their attention like it's more valuable than gold. Because it is. But it goes deeper than just saying no. Billionaires structure their entire lives around energy management. They understand that decision fatigue is real. That's why Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt every day. He's not being fashionable. He's conserving mental energy for important decisions. They also understand their biological prime time, the hours when they're most alert and creative, and they guard those hours fiercely. No meetings, no interruptions, just deep work on their most important projects. Meanwhile, the average person spends their prime time responding to emails and attending unnecessary meetings. The wealthy also understand the power of recovery. They're not workaholics. They're strategic about rest, exercise, and mental renewal because they know that burnt-out entrepreneurs don't make good decisions. This attention and energy management creates a compound effect over time. While everyone else is scattered and distracted, billionaires are focused and fully engaged on what truly moves the needle. This focused intensity is what allows them to achieve in 1 year what takes most people 10 years to accomplish. Now we come to the seventh and final secret, and this might be the most important one. Billionaires don't think in linear terms. They think in exponential terms. The average person thinks about getting a 10% raise. The billionaire thinks about creating a business that can grow 10,000%. This exponential mindset is what separates true wealth builders from everyone else. They understand that linear growth leads to incremental results, while exponential growth leads to life-changing wealth. But how do you achieve exponential growth? It comes from what's called nonlinear returns. Most activities in life have linear returns. Work an extra hour, get paid for an extra hour. But billionaires focus exclusively on activities that have nonlinear returns. Writing a book is a nonlinear activity. You write it once, but it can sell millions of copies. Creating software is nonlinear. The cost to produce one additional copy is virtually zero, but the revenue potential is unlimited. Building a brand is nonlinear. Brand recognition compounds over time, creating value far beyond the initial investment. This exponential thinking affects every decision they make. They ask one question about every opportunity. Does this have the potential for exponential returns? If not, they delegate it, automate it, or eliminate it. This is why they're willing to take big risks on seemingly crazy ideas. They're not betting on linear progression. They're betting on the possibility of exponential explosion. Think about Jeff Bezos starting Amazon in his garage. He wasn't thinking about building a small bookstore. He was thinking about building the everything store. He was thinking about changing how the entire world shops. That's exponential thinking. This mindset is available to anyone, but it requires courage. Courage to think bigger than seems reasonable. Courage to pursue ideas that seem impossible. Courage to ignore the critics who think in linear terms. The wealthy understand that in a world of exponential technology, linear thinking is the fastest path to irrelevance. They're not just building for today, they're building for a future that's coming faster than anyone expects. So there you have them. The 7 secrets billionaires don't want you to know. First, they build systems instead of just working hard. Second, they manufacture risk in their favor instead of avoiding it. Third, they use other people's money to scale their ambitions. Fourth, they master legal tax strategies to preserve their wealth. Fifth, they create monopolies instead of competing. Sixth, they manage attention and energy instead of just time. And seventh, they think in exponential terms instead of linear ones. These secrets aren't just theoretical concepts. They're practical strategies that you can start applying today, regardless of your current situation. You don't need millions to start thinking like a billionaire. You need to start implementing these principles in whatever you're doing right now. Build systems in your current job. Look for asymmetric risks in your investments. Find ways to use other people's resources. Think about tax efficiency in your business. Create competitive advantages in your niche. Protect your attention and energy. And most importantly, start thinking exponentially. The gap between where you are and where you want to be seems large only because you're thinking linearly. Start thinking exponentially, and suddenly everything becomes possible. The wealthy aren't smarter than you. They just know the rules of the game. And now, so do you.